she was into cameras. I said, what did she want to know about your camera?
Just wanted to know about it.
When she said it's nice that your camera's working when it's so old, you said, well, so am I. And mine's not working. Martin. X-ray and ECG.
Right.
You might need that soon.
There is a first bridge connecting the islands. Earlier, all these were islands, and this is the first bridge connecting the islands built by the British. You can see some colorful old trucks. Tata. This middle part they used to lift when the ships used to
Oh,
come.
yes. Yeah.
But nowadays no more ships coming on this way, so it is permanently closed. Because we'll port and shipyard and all this side, other side. Only small boats coming on this way. All these are fishing boats.
Oh, right.
Go to the sea. the lake,
Mm.
Vembrad Lake, starting from Cochin.
It's big.
Cochin to Alapi, that side. It's the biggest natural lake in India. Here we go. You can see a shipyard over there
Yeah.
with cranes and all.
No video. We'll not do video. Will you? No video.
This people, they are a particular community. Very good elephant, Ganesha. So I said to you before that the main thing from the Portuguese people onwards till the British people, all the colonial officers, colonial military officers, high rank officers, bank managers, the financial officers, everybody's lived around this area.
Oh, right.
So actually the Portuguese people, they built, just like this building is Arabian Sea, they built a very big fort here. It's
Oh,
called
right.
Emmanuel Fort, you know.
Yeah.
And when the Dutch people came, they fortified it, you know. They made it more
it
modern.
safe, yeah.
They strengthened it, you know. And inside this area, this colonial area, they construct different houses, you know.
Yes, yes.
And they made the playground for playing the cricket.
Oh, yeah,
British
yeah.
people.
Love cricket.
And they made churches for the spiritual needs. And also the clubs, you know, the British clubs. And this is the residential area of the Portuguese, Dutch and British people. Mainly the British people, they ruled here for long years, you know. So many of the things are done by the British people. Now we are going to see a Dutch building. Now this is a very typical Dutch architecture and building. And this is called the David Hall.
A what?
David Hall.
Oh, right.
David
Yes.
Hall. And we can see. Okay. One famous Dutch person, his name is Mr. Van Rey. He was a military officer. And he was not only interested in the military matters as well as he was very much interested in the plants, you know. And he classified the plants which is very common in Malabar area, the whole Kerala. And with the help of that middleman, you can see a person is in the middle. and he's a local person. He was, he was a kind of a doctor, we call it apothecary.
Yeah.
It was an apothecary, and with the help of that man, his name is Itti Achudan. And Itti Achudan and Van Reed, they did lots of research works, and they compiled a book. It is called Hortus Palmaricus. It is about plants around this area, medicinal plants, and different kinds of plants. And all the works are done in his house.
Oh, right.
So historically it is very important. And later on, after the Van Reed, it is handed over into a Dutch businessman. His name is David, Mr. David.
Yes.
So the house is known as the David. In his name is called David Hall, but it is built by the Dutch people. So we can just go inside. Now it is an art gallery and a cafe.
Yeah.
We just go to the art gallery. So this is very low. Very massive walls, you can see. Very big ones.
ഇവിടെ ആൾക്കാർ താമസവും ഒക്കെ അല്ലേ?
Now the time some people, there are art-loving people that some art exhibitions here, the painting exhibitions.
ഞാനാ വാട്സാപ്പിൽ ഇന്ത്യ അയക്കാം.
He's an artist. Exhibition is going on here in Joshi.
വീഡിയോ കോൾ ചെയ്തിരിക്കും.
So you can go inside and see the architecture. The garden is very nice and very big one, You can see the pool also here. And the construction, architecture, lofty roof and coming
Oh,
down.
wow, yeah. Amazing.
Now it is an art cafe, it's a cafe.
Yeah.
Lots of artists, they are gathering here and they are doing the paintings here. It's a workshop.
Jackdaws. We have jackdaws.
Jatos, yeah?
And magpies. We have magpies and jackdaws, and what's the other one called from the cemetery? The other one we have, like a magpie.
Crows.
No,
We have
very colourful.
all right. We have red kites.
Yeah, I know we do. We're trying to think
You've
of
got
the
black
other one.
kites. We've got
Yeah.
red kites.
Well, I'm trying to think of the one from the cemetery. Not a crow.
Jay.
Jay. We have the first one, Jay.
Jay.
Which is blue and black and white. And very similar to a magpie. This garden, very nice.
So it's a very big one also, It
Yeah.
shows the luxurious life,
Yeah.
It is how luxuriously they live here.
Something nice.
You can see that tiles, very
Yeah.
There's a wire passage, right?
Yeah. Let's have a drink of the water.
Right.
See, this is a British club,
Yeah. In England, we only have very wealthy people who go to clubs, so not us. People with lots of money.
This is a very typical British architecture, yeah? English architecture. It's very beautiful, yeah? Is it?
Well, it's alright.
For us, it is very, very beautiful, you know. Very, very, very beautiful.
What was that?
The British, you know, the British club, you know.
Yes.
So I said to you that they built a fort here.
Yes.
Inside the fort, they made all the things, you know.
Yes.
Like a British lifestyle.
Yes.
British lifestyle. Club, for the cricket grounds,
Yes.
and churches, and the
Yes.
residents. And they did not allow any kind of trade or business here. Just for residents. And their beloved wives and their children and everybody
Families,
are living here. Just for nothing, you know. They very peacefully lived here. And at the same time, they did all the trade and business in the place where we have seen the Patancheri area, that palace area. That the big godowns are there. And because it is actually did the trade by the Jewish people, but later when the British came, all the trades are in the hands of the British people, you know. They have controlled everything. Not only this place, all over India. Because the Kerala was a vassal state of the British people. British was, now they are saying, the sun never sets. The country was like that.
That's because God didn't trust us.
I didn't know you believed in God.
So this place is a very typical example for the lifestyle of the colonial masters here.
Yeah, I
It's
bet.
it's a very fine example, yeah.
But not now. when did it all stop?
In the 90s, in the This is a very historical churches in India. This is the first European church in India.
Yeah.
European church in India. It is called St. Francis Church,
Yeah.
you know. It is called St. Francis Church, and also it is called Vasco da Gama Church. You know. After the Vasco da Gama, so first visit, the second person who came from the Portuguese, his name was Cabral. The Cabral. The Cabral is actually constructed this one. And it is within the year of the 1505. We can't say that this is very typical traditional European architecture. Rather, it has a blend of Arabic influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. In that time, in Portuguese, there are lots of Arabic people. They are coming from the Africa to Portugal.
Yes.
They were called Moors, you know. Moors.
Yes. Yes.
Even in the Portugal, we can see some churches. It has some Arabic influence, something like this, you know. So lots of Moors came here on the while they are doing the when they're coming from the Portugal, they also carry some Moors, you know, for their different kinds of jobs. So it has some influence of Arabic.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a small monument, you know. Actually, this is dedicated for the people who died in the First World War. From Kochi, they have involved in the war and they died, you know. This is for their memory. First World War.
So coming this way
Vasco da Gama died in 1524 in his third visit. In his third visit, he affected the malaria. The malaria was a very common disease in that time. And because of the malaria, he died here in the Vasco house, Vasco da Gama's house. And he buried inside the church. You can see it in the place where you can see the tomb of Vasco da Gama. Inside the church. And in both sides of the wall, you can see also the tombs. On the left side is the Portuguese people. On the right side wall, we can see the Dutch people. And here also the Dutch people. And you can see this you're hanging down something like that, long ones, you can see here on both sides. This is we call the panka. Panka means it's a kind of a fan.
Yeah.
And the people, the servants, pankawala. I was thinking to say, how did you know that pankawala? You read
From
it?
Dad's song.
No, it's just
It's something we know in England that it goes back and forth. People.
Because in many stories and historical incidents when it is explained about India in England, it's very frequently the Pangawalas, the characters are coming.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's it, yeah.
So the Pangawala, the name is very popular in India. Many people can understand the Pangawala.
Yeah, I understand.
But only the British people. No Americans, no Europeans, they don't know what is Pangawala. But the British people, when we are saying about the Panka, then immediately there is a Pangawala.
And now they've lost their job because of electric fans.
Electric fans. They stand there on both sides and they will be pulling down this thing, pulling to and fro. So it is called Pangawala. And you can see the palm and the floors, it's the little stones, the granite stones.
Yeah.
And still there in the church office, they are keeping the registry of the baptizing and the marriage, done by the Dutch people and the British people, not the Portuguese. British and the Dutch people. Some people are coming there, try to find out their forefathers. So now it is under the control of CSI, Church of South.
Yes.
And one of the interesting things is that when the Dutch people they came here, they destroyed all the churches around here. There are not only one church, this one, but there are so many churches nearby. So they have destroyed everything. They fired it, they shoot, and
Because the Dutch were Protestant, and the churches were Catholic.
Yes.
That is the reason. But this they have avoided because except this one, they have destroyed everything. But they
So
didn't.
this one was lucky that
Lucky, I don't know the reason. But and the Portuguese people, because in the beginning it was made by the mud and wood, and the thatched roof, You can imagine the thatched roof for the leaf, But when the British came here, they made the lofty roofing system, It's like a boat shape,
Yes, yeah.
And that is the pulpit, and this is an actively, it is a museum as well as a church, the holy place, Sundays we are not allowed to get inside. Sundays everybody is coming here, we can just stand outside. That's it. The Holy Mass is going on here. So it's under the control of the church of South. So this is all about the church. I mean the church. Church. Paris church. And here, one of my friends from the Belgium, he showed that you can see the two signs here. It's a cross, it's a cross,
Yes.
and there is something here.
Yeah.
And here there is no cross.
Right.
And he said that this is not the nobles, not the nobles, but the ordinary people, but they were very rich. These people may be rich or may not be rich.
These people are rich.
Rich.
They are rich.
They are rich. These people are not rich. But they are very proud of their blood. They say that they have the blue blood.
Yeah.
Just like that. Dal. Yes, sir. Now it is night is here. The next month onwards, there is not much light. It is very cloudy.
Yeah.
And it is dark, very cloudy. But it is more humid, We cannot move it. We cannot move anywhere. Because we will get the body become more what's called more inflammation. Because we will drink lots of water when the body is hot. The body is hot, the water, the inflammation is very.
Big step.
Say?
Big step.
Okay. So these are the Chinese fishing nets, You can see there.
You got that?
Yeah.
So you can see that the nets are getting the water. And this is very strong And this is introduced by the Chinese people. The Chinese people, they came here even before the Portuguese people. They lived here many months or many years. In that time, they introduced this one. This may be from the Portuguese like that. But what happens is that when Portuguese people they came here, they modified it to make it more sophisticated, more efficient and more effective. So why we are saying like that? Because many of the structures, this name is based from the Portuguese language. For example, there is a big wood it's called Kalasan. And some of the structures we call it brass. All these words are from Portuguese language. So even though it is introduced by the Chinese people, only the net we can call Chinese. The other things are Portuguese. And this is the private one. Around 6 people are working as an employee here, and the owner is a different person. And there is a system for dividing the profits. Around 30% of the profit is going for the workers, and 70% going for the owner. And they need the licenses or something like here. But nowadays the government is not permitting any more licenses to start the work.
Excuse me,
Now it's become a part of the tourist attraction nearby area. They are working at the same time. It's a part of the tourist attraction. Many people would like to see this one. If you want to go there and take a photograph, you have to pay some money.
Take a photograph. Right there. big boat. Fishing boat.
Yeah, fishing boat.
But I didn't see much fish of they could catch here, you know. Very few fishes they are catching almost every day. But it depends the weather, you know. If it is a good weather or good climatic factors, they are getting maybe more fish normally. A big whale stuck here. Trolling. By control
Does that mean the battery's getting low? Changing it.
Starbucks.
We have plenty of those.
Yeah. It is there in the Lulu Mall also.
All right.